Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Please get us back to normal life once more. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. The masks and sanitizing is a chore. He swore that you'd be here by now, but I don't pay no mind, no how to him that puts the tan in tangerine. I know that you might take some time, that it might be an uphill climb, but now I'm getting past my prime. Vaccine. This 6-foot social distancing that's been around since early spring ain't hardly letting freedom ring. Vaccine. Considering how long it's been, my patience is past wearing thin. I need to hug my kin again. Vaccine. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Please get us back to normal life once more. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Been distancing and now we're well past board. A handgun's holstered on my hip, a mask around my nose and lips, 'cause where I'm from, protection's just routine. I won't give up my 45, but I'll ditch my N95 if you can help me stay alive. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Please get us back to normal life once more. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Big Pharma says you're coming. Thank the Lord.
Disillusioned state, I was walking home one day. My dad and wife was all working or playing, when round the corner of my eye, someone beckoned to me. He said, "Come play the ukulele, you'll see the new way. You'll be filled with love from the skies above. Ukuleles of love, raining from the skies above." Tiny bubbles filled the spaces in my head. I was happy, I was glad. Quick time, got out of bed. The music took control of me. I threw away my threads. If you want to join the party, just say yes.
Yes!
You'll be filled with love from the skies above. Ukuleles of love, raining from the skies above. Ukuleles of love, ukuleles of love. You're here with Midnight Ukulele Disco, and we are surrounded by Buttery Barmaids. Welcome to the show. What a beautiful day. We are here in Central Park, and I think we're going to have some fun.
Yes!
So who are you gals, and what are you doing here?
I'm Severn Ann Mason.
I'm I'm Joanna Foyer.
I'm Annalisa Leffler.
And we're the Buttery
Barmaids.
If you've seen the Butteries perform before, you know that they have beautiful harmonies and beautiful costumes, and they're a little bit saucy as well.
Just a touch.
Tiny bit.
Where did all this craziness begin?
Well, Annalisa and I met in 12th night. I had just gotten a ukulele for Christmas, and Annalisa was learning to play for the show. So I was teaching her some things, and we discovered that our voice sounded nice together. And I threw a party for my birthday in that summer, and Joanna showed up, and Annalisa was there, and I made this one sing one song before she left, and it happened to be Tennessee Waltz. We all knew it, and suddenly there was 3-part harmony, and we looked around and we said, oh, this is a thing. And that was it.
So now that it's a thing, I would say I would wonder why it wasn't always a thing.
It feels like it has always been a thing. We've officially been a band for just about 2 years, and it feels like we've been doing this for decades.
But in a good way.
In a great way. We're not at all sick of it yet.
No. In fact, these two have become 2 of my best friends, so we love each other in more ways than just musically. Don't tell. Don't tell their husbands.
What are some of the musical influences that informs the music you play?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
We pull a lot of music from all over the place, and actually the ukulele cabaret has been really helpful for us in expanding ourselves. We'll have a Dolly Parton theme, or we'll have a rock and roll theme, or we'll have a holiday theme. So we've really striven to find really interesting music that we can make our own. And I think we're actually going to show a bit of that today.
Yeah. There are 3 of us, so we all have different joys in terms of what we listen to. But there's a lot of crossover, and through the ukulele cabaret, it has sort of expanded our ear for what the ukulele can do and what we can do. There's certainly been some things like we probably never would have tried rock and roll stuff specifically.
Yeah.
Totally true.
We discovered that we really loved playing on the uke.
When we found ourselves, initially it was all through bluegrass.
Yeah.
Like it was bluegrass
Right.
and like old time gospel stuff is what cemented us. Like, oh, this sounds really good. But then the cabaret is where we really first played together as a group, and because of the themes, it gives us these opportunities to step out and do things that we might not have naturally gravitated towards, but then we get a chance to sort of put our own stamp on it and make it our own.
Nothing like being thrown in the moment, needing to come up with something real quick, right? So a big part of your sound is the harmony, and another big part of the sound is your amazing costuming.
Oh. Yes, they are quite loud, aren't they?
Set and spike.
Who's responsible for pulling together these costumes? You're all in the acting field,
It's
very
totally
much a group
organic.
It's
effort.
totally
Yeah.
collaborative. For example, when we were thinking about what we wanted to do today, I knew I had this wonderful coat I wanted to wear, and then that inspired Annalisa to use her coat, and it kind of just spirals from there. But we do definitely love our costumes, and that's probably, I'd say, 40 to 50% of our preparation is coming up with our costumes.
And I think it helps too that we're all actresses, and so we've got closets full of really odd but fabulous things that we're always looking for an excuse to wear. But also
purchase.
Corsets. Corsets are very
yes.
important to us.
Corsets was a really cool discovery because I sort of brought to the group, I have a love of corsets, and I have since I was young. And I sort of brought that to the group, and there was I have that too, and I really love that. So and that's sort of, we call that Buttery magic. It sort of happens around us a lot, where somebody will introduce something that they love, and then the other 2 of us will be like, I love that too. And
I think the common thread with all of our costumes is that they're things that we love to wear and make us love our bodies too. Mm-hmm. In whatever capacity that is, I think we all like to show up feeling good about ourselves and empowering ourselves, empowering each other through our music and through what we're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
great costumes, amazing music, beautiful girls. What could go wrong? Let's say we go have some fun.
Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? Got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Can he do to you the things I do? I can take you higher. Someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. That night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head, and you cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. And night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. And you cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
So Severin, how has forming the Buttery Barmaids changed your life?
Oh, in so many ways. Honestly, it was really a game changer. The ukulele alone was a game changer, but to get to work with these girls, I sort of feel like it's one of those things that I've been dreaming about and like yearning for my entire life, to have a tight group of especially girls singing the harmonies and performing.
Severin Ann and I were in a production of Twelfth Night about 2.5 years ago, and I played Festi and she was playing Mariah, and they decided that Festi needed to actually sing the songs and play a ukulele, which I had never done. She was playing, so she taught me a couple of songs and she kind of coached me through the whole thing, which was terrifying. And 2 days before we opened, she goes, I think you need to pop your ukulele cherry, so I think you should come and sing songs with me at the Ukulele Cabaret. This was in June of 2018, I guess, or 2017, doesn't matter. So we went on that Thursday night and we sang a few songs from the show that we then opened 2 days later. I could barely strum a chord, but in 12th Night, there's this whole line that she has about she's being like real bawdy, and she grabs this guy's hand and she says, bring your hand to the Buttery bar and let it drink. And we had to think of a name for ourselves. It was Duets Night, so we said, well, let's just call ourselves the Buttery Barmaids. And then after we got our third, Joanna, it just kind of, it stuck.
So in March, February, we decided that we wanted to go on a retreat because we had a show coming up and we had a lot of material to learn in a short period of time. We put some feelers out there and we ended up with this incredible loan of a house out in East Hampton, and we got to spend the entire spend the entire weekend making music. We each brought out food and baked goods, and we spent all day, every day, for like 2.5 days straight just making music. We would take small breaks to have some food, but more often than not, we would just bring the food into our rehearsal room. And, you know, it was kind of like one long sleepover / jam session, and it was pretty incredible. And we got so much work done.
As you're working together as a group, how would you describe your musical process?
Organic, very organic. It's interesting because we will each come in with an idea of a song that we like, and what often will happen is whoever brings the song will maybe send out like a master run of it, like, here's what I was thinking, and then we'll kind of riff on it, and then we all get together in person and hammer it out and discover things together. And so it's very give and take. We don't really have one person who's a leader, or it's we just kind of pass the baton.
We've gotten to perform burlesque. We get to perform at the cabarets. We've played farms. We've played the Rainbow Room. The places that it's taken us has been so remarkable, and it fuels all of those dreams that I kind of had thought I'd kind of not really given up on, but sort of shelved. It just made all that blossom.
Do you think that it's something about the ukulele that has sort of enabled that to happen?
Absolutely. I do honestly believe it's the ukulele. My sister, so I came to the ukulele through my sister. My family does this crazy Christmas every year, and we have lists, and they go out. There's a family website. It's a whole thing. I have a song about it. I'll play it for you sometime. But my sister that year gave me a ukulele out of nowhere, without having the information on the list, she just thought it was for me. And that night I started playing it. And it's because it's such an accessible instrument. You think about starting to learn to play the guitar at a certain age, and and it just seems undoable. But the ukulele makes everything so possible. It really surprises us. It surprises us when we come across those chords that we couldn't play when we first started, and now they're just a habit, and your fingers just land there. It's very exciting. I can't imagine that happening with another instrument.
What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and movement, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth. This goodly frame, the earth seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air look you. This brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason. How dare they try to end this beauty? How dare they try to end this beauty? Walking in space, we find the purpose of peace. The beauty of life, you can no longer hide. Our eyes are open, our eyes are open. Our eyes are open, our eyes are open. Wide, wide, wide.
hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane.
When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found.
Leading from your window pane to a place beyond the sun, just a step behind the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Have you tried a Swedish fish? Go on, give it a taste. Melt that candy with your tongue. Don't let it go to waste. They come in multicolored hues and shapes and sizes too. But every Swedish fish you meet has something good for you. Sometimes salty, always sweet, always good enough to eat. So treat your sweetie like a dish, a yummy Swedish fish. They're tasty in the daylight and in the darkness too. They even linger in your mouth when snack time is through. Enjoy it in the morning, savor it in bed, and don't be too surprised if it goes right to your head. Sometimes salty, always sweet, always good enough to eat. So treat your sweetie like a dish, a yummy Swedish dish. Soft and sweet and juicy are these lovely treats, truly irresistible to everyone they meet. So if you're getting lucky and you're just a little smart, you'll eat that sugar
Swedish fish are yummy. Swedish fish are yummy. Swedish fish.
Thank you, children started. One for the kids.
What fun we've had today. What's up next for the Buttery Barmaids?
A hot drink.
Yes, a warm drink.
Well, we've actually made a lot of music videos during COVID. We started out doing music videos separately from each of our apartments, and we sent them to Severin's sister, who has produced them beautifully. So we're going to go back to doing that. We're going to make more videos. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep rehearsing new music so that we will be ready to go when we have that vaccine.
We're really looking forward to playing together live again. Yeah, but in the meantime, the videos are a really cool resource for us and wouldn't have happened without COVID. So looking on the bright side.
Yep, definitely a silver lining.
Yeah,
and a lot of those videos are viewable on our website, www.thebutterybarmaids.com.
PR.
PR person. We're also on Instagram and Facebook, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah. Woohoo! Buttery Barmaids. So much yes.
So much yes.